Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to Mindspeak Molecules. Today marks the beginning of a very interesting and a contagious series of tutorial, which is one of the most important phases of a data scientist slash analyst, and that is building a data science dashboard using Streamlit. So to help everyone settle in, we shall be going through an introductory session in this video, which mainly focuses on the significance of data visualization in general, and how can we accomplish this head using this amazing tool named Streamlit. So before we discuss anything in great detail, I would want every aspiring data scientist to remember one great thing the scholar said. The greatest value of a picture is when it forces us to notice when we never expected to see, and the relevance of which will be justified further. As a data scientist, why should we build visuals? There are a few key points which we've jotted down here, and let's understand them in great detail. First thing is exploratory data analysis. As data scientists, we analyze data, not just data, but some huge amount of data. So let's think, is it possible to convey complex statistical models, numerical figures, directly to the stakeholders of the business? I guess no. That's where visualization pops up. And this is that way which helps you communicate your ideas via charts and figures, having very little to do with textual data in it. And this finally leads to communicating the data clearly, having all of your complex models converted as convenient, simple, and understandable figures. Talking about sharing unbiased representations of data, one can make interactive plots which can help stakeholders experiment with different parameters in the built model to test its efficacy and thereby helping him or her conclude that the proposed model is biased or not. And finally, guys, remember one thing. You got to be a great storyteller. Every data scientist slash analyst has to be a good storyteller, without which all the data analysis you did and all the patterns you figured out shockingly would be buried if not conveyed properly. And that's the reason why we need visualization. Every aspiring data scientist out there, remember three most important rules which will definitely make you a good analyst. And they are: lesser the content, more attractive it is. Because you weren't confusing the concern with complex and high volumes of data. Lesser the content, more impactful it is. As mentioned earlier, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And finally, lesser the content, more effective it is. Therefore, one such dashboard making tool is Streamlit, which is the fastest way to build and share data apps, and that's what we're dealing with in this tutorial. Let us now understand why Streamlit is special to us. Firstly, it's all in Python, guys, and you don't have to know languages like the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which are the traditional languages to build the web apps. So the only thing you need to know here is Python, unless and until HTML and CSS is required as per your requirement. Second thing is, it's all free, because it's open source. Thus, make as many as you want. No one's going to question you. Third, no previous front-end experience is needed. You don't have to be a pro in web development, knowing how to build web apps using complex code, because with Streamlit, it's too simple to deal with. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started.